Hello and welcome to the Arabian Traveler Poetry. This is your host, Mohammad Bader. Today I'll be talking about chapter 2 of my book, The Traveler, which is entitled Peace versus War. Competition makes animals of us. Fighting for natural and geopolitical, religious resources makes savages of us. We don't see each other, and we don't see the other side as a human. Basically, we see the enemies. Until we see each other fully as a human and vulnerable, we may never achieve peace. I pray for peace to win. As an individual who was born in the old city of Jerusalem and the son of a Palestinian Arab Muslim family who grew up in the area generations for years and years, going back to the Canaanites, I was wondering about the misfortune that I was born into. I was born in 1964. In 1967, East Jerusalem was annexed to Israel. And during all of my childhood, I've seen nothing but military, police, oppression, systemic racism, exclusion of Palestinian Arabs. And when I came to the United States in 1986, I started to reflect on a lot of that, and I wrote many of these poems as I was reflecting on this. I have decided, rather than throwing stones or taking a violent type of solution to voicing my concerns, that I voice my concerns about the oppressive regime and the systemic racism and oppression that Palestinians live under through poetry. Following is one of the first poems I wrote, which is only 4 lines, and it was modeled after Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. It's called Scream. Scream. Scream, scream, little child. How I wonder what you hide. Brilliant, pale, frozen tear in your eyelid, my dear. Night Owl. I am a night owl and a restless soul. Do you hear my cry? Do you see through my soul? I left behind a precious jewel. I look back and find nothing. I look back and find destruction. No peace. No happiness, nothing but war everywhere. Neighbor or cousin. Neighbor. Can I call you neighbor? Are you my neighbor? Or shall I call you cousin? Our father is Abraham, but we refuse to share him. Is your God my God, cousin? Or do we only use history the way we please? Cousin, I refuse to believe in an unjust God, a vindictive God, a God that gives you what he taketh from me. Is my home what your God promised you, the promised land? Or are you nothing but a thief justifying your murderous crime in the name of God? My neighbors, I empathize with your pain, but do you empathize with mine? We both live in diaspora for years and years to come. And if you insist on your ways, we shall ever be condemned to a life of diaspora. You and I shall want peace, shall want comfort, shall want justice, shall want love. Have you looked into my eyes lately? Yes, anger is what I feel. Yes, indignation is what I feel. Yes, war crosses my mind every second in my life. For I'm fed up with your tyranny, with your injustice, with your God, who gives you what he takes from me. Yes, my eyes are bloodshot with tears. Yes, my eyes are filled with sorrow and sadness, and my heart is blackened with grief. I see you drive me and my children to the slaughterhouse, and I have nothing on my hands except shackles and manacles. And the world peacekeepers are watching you silently, like a voyeur enjoying the scene of a rape, and who I call my brothers in tongue are in deep slumber, enjoying the gifts of your God. Then why do you fear me? I'm nothing but a mirror image of you. I'm as broken as you are. I'm as full of fear as you are. I long for peace. I long for a place to call home. I long for a playground for my children. I long for a picnic under the olive trees on the hills of Jerusalem. Shall we make peace? Satisfaction. Satisfaction. Give me satisfaction. Satisfaction is all I want. Freedom is all I need. Satisfaction to my soul. Satisfaction to my soul, to my children, to my existence. The soul is restless and not satisfied, my friend. I don't see satisfactions in the eyes of the children. I don't see satisfactions in the eyes of those who were robbed in the brightness of the day, while the world's peacekeepers chose to sleep. Satisfaction is all I want. Are you satisfied? Can I find satisfaction? Tell me where. Many souls were killed, beaten, and stripped of their dignity. Did that satisfy anyone? The greedy satisfied their flesh. But what about their souls? Were they satisfied? Do you hear about the injustice in the West Bank, Gaza, Palestine, East Jerusalem? Who's satisfied by that? Are the settlers satisfied? Physically, perhaps, but their souls shall want peace. Now tell me, who's satisfied? You're not satisfied, nor am I. Jerusalem, a paradoxical city. A city once called the city of peace, is the hub of tyranny and injustice. Do these Arabs count? A dream. I trudged amidst the desert's heat. Vultures crowded the sky. The heated wind slapped my face. Then I couldn't stand the heat, the vultures, and the arid land. Far away, I saw an oasis. I crawled over the sand to lean against a palm tree. In moments, I slumbered and began to dream. I dreamt that all nations knelt to the Creator. All nations recited a peace song together. All nations blended, and colors, ranks, and social statuses ended. False pride disappeared, and white pigeons formed a white flag for peace. The flag held the burdens of all the nations, and the phrase beneath it said, "Freedom for all and justice forever." I woke up and had to move on. In the mirage, I saw another oasis and another dream. Amidst all vultures, heat, and wind, I moved on with a desire and a dream, carrying an oasis in my so-called savage heart. Still, I carry a dream. You have been listening to the Arabian Traveler Poetry. If you liked, please follow, subscribe, or let me know what you think by emailing me at thearabiantraveler@gmail.com. And remember, for every high, there is a low, and for every laughter, there is a tear, and it's perfectly normal, and it's perfectly okay. Until we meet again, this is Mohammad Bader.